inshuti bakunze urubuga rw'amakuru n'ibitekerezo RNN, nongeye kubasuhuza mbifuriza kugubwa neza, kandi turabaha ikaze mu biganiro byacu bya buri munsi nk'uko bisanzwe. Uyu ni umwanya nanone wo kugaruka ku nama iri kubera mu Rwanda, inama ya Chogm, inama yarwanijwe na benshi, inama yarwanije n'abirarira ngo bakunda igihugu, bakunda n'abanyarwanda, nyamara mu mutima wabo hihishemo ibindi: kwanga u Rwanda, kwanga igihugu no gushaka kurubuza amahirwe. Muri iyo nama mu kanya twababwiraga amakuru yuko yatangiye, igatangizwa n'ihuriro ry'abategarugori, ryarimo umuyobozi mukuru w'iyo nama n'abandi bayobozi benshi, abadamu b'abategetsi b'ibihugu, b'abayobozi b'ibihugu binyuranye by'uwo muryango, ndetse n'abayobozi mu nzego nkuru z'ibihugu binyuranye n'igihugu cyacu kirimo. Muri iyo nama rero hakaba harimo nanone Nyakubahwa First Lady Jeannette Kagame. Ariko mbere yuko Jeannette Kagame afata ijambo, twababoneye ibyiza bindi bitatse u Rwanda, aho abana b'abakobwa basusurukije inama ku murya w'inanga ya Kinyarwanda. Uwo Esteri na Ngera batanze impanuro, ariko impanuro iherekejwe n'umurya w'inanga wa Esteri, naho Angera avuga igisigo cyangwa se umuvugo mu rurimi rw'icyongereza yise I am woman, I am human. Bivuze tugenekereje mu magambo y'Ikinyarwanda ngo ndi umugore ariko ndi umuntu.
It's my real great pleasure to welcome two young women to come up here and perform for us. Esther is going to perform the inanga, which is a traditional instrument, and in Rwanda it is often played by men, but today a young woman plays it. And coming up as well is Angel, and Angel has a poem she's going to recite for us. I am a woman, I am human. Can we give them a huge round of applause? Thank you.
Woman, I am human. I will be as fearless as I can be, reach as far as I can reach, and shine as bright as they can see. See, I no longer want to be defined by my strength. I know that I am strong, but that is but a piece of me. Sometimes I do not want to smile, and sometimes I cry, but most times I get tired of explaining why my existence as a woman matters. I sigh, because I am more than they can make of me. I am woman. I am human. should not have to fight for my own body. I should not have to explain why it was not my fault. I should not have to explain the decisions I make. And no, I will not be silenced, because I am here to reclaim what is rightfully mine. My humanity, my time on this earth is precious, so I will not be held back. You say because I am a flower, I must unfold as you please. As you pluck at my petals and suck out all of my juices, I am left with nothing but the roots that keep me in place. But it is safe to say that I was not put here to be resilient. Yet I am, and I always will be. No, I was put here to live and be brilliant and be whoever I want to be. I was put here to hold my sisters close, to pull them up and push them forward, because we are all we have. And together we can create and take any path. Together we can break cycles, as our ancestors have done in the past. See, as I'm flowing through the universe, planets surrounding me, I am a river full of diamonds. I am an entity. It begins and ends with me. I am my own light, you see. I shine from within with curves to infinity and beyond their understanding, standing tall in all of my glory. I will write my own stories. Stories of triumph. Stories where our daughters will blossom as they please, no longer singing songs of protest, but rather songs of victory and glee. See, I am woman. I am human. I will decide what future I deserve, and I will be heard. I will be heard. So hear me. Hear me. You are enough. Look at the person next to you and tell them they are enough. We are enough. So as we work towards transforming for gender, as we work towards delivering a common future, we will be as fearless as we can be, reach as far as we can reach, and shine as bright as they can see. Thank you. Okay.
Wow, wow, mesmerizing. Ladies, can I just ask, can you come stand on the stage for a moment? Just stand on the stage. Thank you. Truly beautiful. Can we stand up and give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for a great, great performance? Thank you, thank you. Do you have shivers? I have shivers. That was so powerful. Wow. I will be heard. I will be heard. And that's what we have to do, is make sure that all these voices can be heard. It's critical. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a slight change in the program, and so now we move straight to hear opening remarks from our guest speaker. We are really honored to have with us Her Excellency Jeannette Kagame, the First Lady of Rwanda. And allow us just for a moment to give our thanks to Rwanda for being the host of this event.
Nyakubahwa Jeannette Kagame yagize ati tugomba kurwanya twivuye inyuma ihohoterwa rikorerwa igitsina gore. Bigarutse muri ya magambo ngo I am a woman, I am human. Bivuze ngo abahohotera igitsina gore kenshi nuko baba batagifata nk'umuntu. Muri iyo nama rero akaba yamaramaje ko mu ngamba zigomba gufatwa hagomba kuba harimo ingamba zihariye zo kurinda ihohoterwa ry'igitsina gore. Yagarutse ku bintu byinshi kuko ijambo rye ryari ririmo impanuro zikomeye ndetse n'ingamba zikwiriye kwitabwaho nko kurinda abana bato bahohoterwa bakajyanwa gushakwa bagashyingirwa batageze igihe bataruzuza imyaka bakiri batoya kandi koko icyo ni ikibazo kiremereye. Yavuze ati tugomba gufata ingamba zo gufasha abana b'abakobwa kwiteza imbere bakiteza imbere haba mu bukungu no mu iterambere mu bucuruzi no mu gufata ibyemezo. Hari ikintu gikomeye nanone yavuze ati tukwiriye kurwanya ibintu bibaho byo guhohotera abana bafatwa ku ngufu. Icyo kintu nacyo kiri mu ngamba ahora akunda kubwira abantu no kurengera igitsina gore, asaba leta asaba n'abayobozi kwitabira icyo kintu cyo kurengera abana no kurengera abakobwa igitsina gore bafatwa ku ngufu. Nyuma yo gusaba abitabira inama gufata umwanya wo kwibuka jenoside yakorewe abatutsi, niho yagaragaje imwe mu mibare yuko ariko mbere yaho gato yagize ati nubwo u Rwanda rwari rwageze mu icuraburindi yabaye nka Nyakubahwa Scotland, ati nubwo u Rwanda rwari rwageze mu icuraburindi ariko ntabwo twaheranwe n'amateka, twavuyeyo murabona aho u Rwanda rugeze. Nuko ati u Rwanda twifuza, isi twifuza, iyi nama ingamba izikomeye nanone igomba kugenderaho nuko amahoro n'umutekano byitabwaho. Ati mu Rwanda dufata amahoro n'umutekano nk'ihame ritavogerwa. Dufata amahoro n'umutekano nk'ihame ritavogerwa kuko nibyo bituma abantu bagera ku iterambere rirambye, nibyo byatuma abagore tugera ku iterambere rirambye. Yarangije nanone avuga utuntu twuje ubwenge twinshi, avuga ibintu bikomeye, arangiriza ku ijambo ati yes together we can. Ari byo bishatse kuvuga ati nibyo twese hamwe turashoboye. Mwikurikirire amakuru, mwikurikirire ijambo ry'umuyobozi wacu Nyakubahwa First Lady Jeannette Kagame.
Let's just give a warm welcome. We'll ululate again. Let's do it as the First Lady comes up.
Please have a seat. Thank you. Your Excellency Amina Gurib Fakim, former President of Mauritius, Your Excellency Mrs. Anne Mary Davis, First Lady of Bahamas, Right Honourable Patricia Scotland, Commonwealth Secretary General, honourable dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and warmest welcome in Kigali. We are pleased that despite a 2-year halt imposed by the COVID-19 pandemic, the 2022 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, Chogm is holding here in Kigali, Rwanda, under the theme, Delivering a Common Future, Connecting, Innovating, Transforming. Comprising 4 forums, today we launch one of the most anticipated, the 2022 Commonwealth Women's Forum. I hope you share my high spirits. This year's theme, Delivering a Common Future, Transforming for Gender Equality, affords us the opportunity to focus on 4 imperatives to move the needle for equitable development, namely women in leadership, women's economic empowerment, gender and climate change, and ending violence against women. As if the challenges of women were not hard enough, the world today is faced with a multitude of crises which only serve to further widen the gender gap and deepen the economic divide, from the effect of COVID-19 to the impact of Russia-Ukraine war, including inflation, understandably the hike of basic food and energy prices, disruption of trade, and the rising cost of debt, among others. From the disproportionate impact of climate change on women and men in the Global South to the predominantly female online bullying, sexual exploitation and violence across the world, it seems that obstacles to equality have multiplied, mutated, and evolved. Ladies and gentlemen, the last Commonwealth Women's Forum held in London in 2018, in its stock-taking, acknowledged that despite concerted effort to transform the subordinate position of women and girls in society, and notwithstanding progress made thus far towards gender equality, the advancement of women and girls was slow. The forum called for greater investment to address gender inequalities in all areas of social, civic, and economic life, including in efforts to mitigate the adverse effects of climate change. This is a common thread in almost all global assessments on progress towards achieving gender equality. With less than a decade to go to achieve the SDGs 5, the urgency is palpable, particularly on SDG 5. The Women's Forum is happening at the crossroads of critical economic and social change, where the young woman, particularly in tech and innovation, may just be that game changer that is needed, provided that the nurturing environment, resources, and support is available. The statistic of gender inequality, which will be repeated during this forum, may be uncomfortable to hear, but they serve to highlight the importance of immediate action. After all, there is nothing pleasant about knowing that half of women across the world have experienced or know a woman who has experienced gender-based violence. There is nothing tolerable about the fact that, as we speak, 3/4 of 1 billion female children are married, and this is against their will. For as we all know, ladies and gentlemen, children cannot consent to marriage. The draft 2020-2030 Declaration of Gender Equality, to be scripted over the next 2 days, must mobilize Chogm and the Women's Forum for decisive action. It must not tiptoe around the gender equality emergency, but dare to seek new and bold pathways to women's political, economic, and social empowerment, fully cognizant of the changing world and times where innovation, technology, climate change, and geopolitical dynamics are changing the global development platform. It must defend with gusto the need for heavy investment in political will, advocacy, financial resources, partnerships, capacity and skill to attain the objective of gender equality, and the full empowerment of women and girls by 2030. The term global reset resonates with me. How can we reset the button on women's leadership, agency, engagement, and empowerment? For one, women's dialogues must be in the mainstream of key decision-making structures and processes and align with other important development issues, such as those currently ongoing in the other Commonwealth forums, and that is youth, civic, and business. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 Kigali Chogm Women's Forum does not just occur in a country that consistently pushes for the emergence of and recognition of women in leadership. It occurs in a country where rape was used barely 3 decades ago as a weapon of war. Today, Rwanda is ranked by the World Economic Forum as the 7th best performing nation in the world in closing the gender gap. Allow me, esteemed Commonwealth friends, to take you for just a minute down memory lane. The pathway of Rwanda's post-genocide reconstruction was littered with the pain of fragmented families and wounded, traumatized women. Our leaders and liberators of the time had to address the crisis at hand while devising a long-term gender-sensitive strategy to healing that centered around the wellness, prosperity, and empowerment of girls, women, and entire families. Rwanda considers peace and security a condition sine qua non for the attainment of sustainable development. The role of women and girls must shift from victims of conflict to frontline defenders of lasting peace within and between nations. The role played by women in peace building has been the cornerstone of Rwanda's development. We too can adapt our strategies for accelerated progress, our service provision, our collaboration frameworks, our militancy and advocacy, our education and research, and every tool in the arsenal which we combat gender inequality in order to transform for better the landscape in which we exist. Distinguished guests, if not already, I trust that this Commonwealth Women's Forum will make you as confident in saying, yes, we will ensure that there are more women in leadership positions. Yes, we will achieve women's economic empowerment. Yes, we will do our part to mitigate the adverse effects of climate change, especially on women and girls. Yes, together we can, must, and will end the violence against women and girls. Distinguished guests, it's my hope that this forum, Women's Forum, goes down in memory as the catalyst of happening and deep lasting transformation for women and girls in Commonwealth countries and beyond. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Bakunda urugo rw'amakuru n'ibitekerezo RNN. Ndagira ngo namwe murabibonye kandi murashima Nyakubahwa First Lady impanuro atanze muri iyi nama. Ni inama itangira, ni inama ibimburiye izindi kuko hari byinshi bazaganira nk'uko mwabyiyumviye. Hari byinshi bizavugwaho mu ruhare rw'umutegarugori muri gahunda y'iterambere, kongerera ingufu abategarugori mu rwego rw'uburinganire, ndetse no gufata ingamba, gutekereza, gukora mu iterambere, mu bucuruzi, mu bukungu. Ibyo byose yabivuzeho ku buryo burambuye. Icyo twakora ni ugukomeza kubasabira kugira ngo izo ngamba bazazifate mu mutuzo no mu mutekano, kandi zizatugeze koko ku byo bifuza, ku byo yifuza. Ni intumwa zacu, dukwiriye gukomeza kubashyigikira no kubafasha. Ariko ntabwo byambuza kongera kugaya bamwe babanga mwabo ngo bari bashishikajwe no kuburizamo iyi nama. Nibyo rero dukomeze tuba inyuma y'abayobozi bacu, dukomeze tubashyigikire, kandi nk'uko nyakubahwa First Lady yabivuze, together we can. Together we can bivuze ngo nidushyira hamwe byose bizashoboka. Bizashoboka ubwiyunge mu banyarwanda busesuye, iterambere rirambye tuzarigeraho nk'uko tutaheranwe n'amateka mabi, ni nako n'ibindi byose tuzabivamo. Ndabashimiye, tuzakomeza kubakurikirana uko iyi nama irimo kugenda, kandi tubagezaho ibyiza ifitiye igihugu. Reka tubararikire nanone bakunze urubuga rw'amakuru n'ibitekerezo kwitabira ibirori, kwakira abashyitsi neza, kubabererekera, kugira ngo nk'uko musanzwe mubizi nta hutaza umushyitsi. Bamwe bavuga ngo basabye abantu gukaraba, ngo basabye abantu gucya. None se wigeze ukoresha ubukwe iwawe hakaza ukabwira abantu ngo nibaze uko bavuye guhinga mu murima? Abana bavuye gukinira ku bivovu ukababwira ngo muze muhobera abashyitsi n'ibyondo? Abashyitsi babakira basukuye, mu rugo bahakubuye, mukabicaza heza, mukirinda kubahutaza. Izo nizo ndangagaciro z'umunyarwanda. Naho abirirwa bahutera ibyo ari byo byose, ndabakomeje cyane kuko biragayitse. Ikibabaza nuko usanga abo bavuga ibigambo nk'ibyo ngibyo, abahutera ibyo bahutera ari abantu bakuru bagakwiriye guha abana amasomo, bakabigisha umuco. Ariko iyo bigeze aho kwitegura no kwambara neza kugira ngo wakire abashyitsi bihinduke icyaha, yewe sinzi icyo navuga. Bakunze urubuga rw'amakuru n'ibitekerezo, mugubwe neza kandi mwakira abashyitsi, munezeranwe nabo. Bashyizeho imbuga ngari zo kwakiriraho abashyitsi rwose. Ku Gisimenti hari imyidagaduro, kuri mu Biryogo hari imyidagaduro, mu mujyi Kigali rwagati hari imyidagaduro, hose rwose. Kandi kwinjira n'ubuntu, maze mugasabana n'abashyitsi, bakabona ko u Rwanda ari nyabagendwa, bakabona ko u Rwanda ari igihugu gifite umuco. Naho babandi bababeshya ngo harya ngo haza ngo za lockdown, bibere muri lockdown zabo, kuko lockdown ziri mu mitima yabo, kuko agahinda kabishe kubera inama yabaye. Bagume muri lockdown zabo, twebwe twidagadurane n'abashyitsi. Mugire ibihe byiza kandi mukomeze kugubwa neza. Murakarama.